Two Russian nationals have been named as suspects in the attempted murder of a former Russian spy, Sergei Skripal, and his daughter Yulia. British Prime Minister Theresa May has claimed that the two men charged with carrying out the Salisbury Novichok attack are Russian spies. British security services said that the men travelled to UK under the names of Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Boshero, but believe that they are aliases and are appealing for uncovering their true identities.
There were those who, when I first presented what had happened in Salisbury in March to this House, questioned the point that we had made, questioned the statement that I had made about the involvement of the Russian state. Now we have clearly seen the police have identified two individuals. The CPS, the independent CPS, has laid charges against those two individuals. We have clearly identified a link with the Russian military intelligence agency, the GRU. And it is clear that permission for an act of this sort would have been taken outside the GRU and at a senior level within the Russian state.
66-year-old Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were poisoned with the nerve agent Novichok in March. The offences against the suspect include conspiracy to murder Sergei Skripal, the attempted murder of the Sergei Skripal, Yulia Skripal, and the use of the possession of Novichok contrary to the chemical weapons. I am joined by Mandy Clark, Bureau Chief, London. Mandy, tell me now, they have been able to pinpoint the suspects. As per the investigation, have they left the country, or they have used different identities and again melted back into the British society?
In all likelihood, it seems with Theresa May's statement that they had flown in for the what she described as an execution, or the execution attempt of the Skripals, then it's in all likelihood that they have returned to Russia. Now, to cast your mind back with with the Litvinenko assassination that did happen around 10 years ago. The suspect did come from Russia and then return from Russia. The UK demanded his extradition, and that never happened. So in all likelihood, this was very much Theresa May stating her case, confirming in front of the House of Commons to the British public that indeed the Russian state was behind it in the highest levels, including the military. But in all likelihood, the chances that they will get those suspects prosecuted in British courts is unlikely. The Russian government doesn't really have extradition to the UK. They've never extradited before, so and they have said publicly that they don't recognize any involvement at all in the poisoning of the Skripal. So it is a public announcement. It's a message to Russia. But whether it goes further in the courts, that's yet to remain to be seen.
But then the fact of the matter is that, as you said, that they came in for the execution. But it also goes on to show that the Russians have used poison and execution as part of their hard diplomacy, just to give a message that they can get to anyone, anywhere.
Very much so. In many ways, these high-profile poisonings are a message to other double agents or anyone that the Russian state has deemed an enemy, that they are not safe anywhere, that you can move to different countries, but they can still reach you in your safe havens. So although they have denied any involvement, Theresa May has made it clear that she doesn't believe that they have evidence that Russian agents linked to the Kremlin were behind it. And in many ways, we can expect the Russians to react negatively to this. The relations between the UK and Russia is one of the worst it's been. There's deep suspicion on both sides. It's unlikely to get any better. But we don't expect Russia to hand over these agents anytime soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving this update to us.